Mage will start here, like he comes out the door. Warlock starts here, and then it's game on. You start channeling mana each round. You add that to your mana supply, then you cast spells. Like, for example, this werewolf costs 15 mana, so you subtract that from your mana supply. And as the game goes on, you start off a little mana rich at the beginning. We let you get a nice little boost at the beginning, and then after that, you become a mana poor the rest of the game. Be very careful how you spend your mana. You can build up your mana supply. There's things you can put in play, like you can get a mana crystal out, or some sort of temple, like the priestess has a temple she'll put out. Her clerics can start worshiping at the temple and building mana up for her, and things like that. So there's lots of different strategies going on. Everyone's got something cool and interesting they can do. Like the Beastmaster, he's a swarm guy. He will summon animals and send them across the board to just swarm the other guy. He has a lair that he can put in play. The lair is like a little factory, a spawn point. It just starts manufacturing animals for him every round. And so they just start coming out and swarming the enemy and attacking them.
Are the animals individual cards?
They're all individual cards. So, like, here's the lair I was telling you about. That's his little factory. Here's a mana flower that you can put in play, which would help, increase his channel.
Okay.
And then these are different animals. We have a fox, and like his cat, Severe. It's a legendary cat. He's got lizards and wolves. This is a legendary wolf, Redclaw, and he buffs up all the other wolves around him in the same zone.
Okay.
Now, you might think, oh, that sounds great. Let's just put a bunch of animals on the board and swarm the Warlock. Well, as soon as you get too many animals in one zone, he's going to firestorm that whole zone. And just,
area of effect kind of thing.
Exactly. So he's going to learn a lesson from that. And the priestess, she might put the entire zone to sleep or something like that, and things like that. So there's a counter to everything that you can do. So you can't, just put one strategy and try to win. Usually you put 2 or 3 different types of things in here, and you try to win.
Hey everybody, this is Tox from CritHappen.com. We are back at Gen Con 2012. We are in the middle of the Arcane Wonders booth, which has Mage or Brian Book president. And if you haven't heard of this game, I highly suggest you go Google it. It's very popular here at the con. It's something that's actually been in production for several years. Five years is about right. It's quite a long time. So this is something these guys are really passionate about and very excited to bring to the public. And I believe it's coming out in the next couple of weeks, actually. Right? So what can you tell us about the game experience here at the con and how well it's been received?
It's been great. It was better than expected. Our booth was jam-packed from day one. We immediately had a horde running up the aisle to get the game on day one. Day 2, we actually got in trouble with Gen Con for having a line that was way too long. It went all the way down the wall and down the next wall, too. So we had to close it down. Day 3 yesterday, we actually just gave tickets to everyone as fast as we could that were running up, so that way they wouldn't have to wait in line. And we gave out all of our games yesterday in a minute 43 seconds. We're sold out.
That's amazing. A minute 43. And I'll tell you, the thing that's amazed me so far about this is this is not a collectible game. This is an entire game in a box. And it's $65, is that right? $60 for 300 something, 300 cards. It's an amazing amount of value. And we're going to take a second to play the game, and we'll show you some footage around the cards, some artwork. But just from a pure value perspective, the spell books you get, the artwork cards, the amount of cards, the boards, the dice, that's an amazing amount of stuff in a game for $60. So I'm sure you're getting not just my feedback, but other people as well.
Well, I was told I should probably sell it for more. The actual MSRP should be $78 based on its manufacturing cost. We want to give it out at $60 because we want as many players as possible to really afford the game, at a good price point. We felt 60 was the mark. We want to keep it at 60 or less. So anyways, we got a good price. It is a great value. We're hoping that a lot of people will get into the game, and then we'll have this base that we can build from.
Awesome. And I know a lot of people have compared this to Magic and Summoner Wars and different things like that. But I think your game is unique and stands out a little bit apart from those two. You want to talk about some of the unique mechanics that kind of separate the players and how this is so different?
One of our key features is the game is played with a spell book. So you actually flip through your spell book during the round to decide what spells you want to cast. And unlike a card game, you don't draw cards hoping to get the spell that you need. If you have that spell and you know it, just pull it out right when you want to. If you have a creature that's bothering you, pull out your fireball and just blow it away. If you're in a bad situation, get your teleport and just teleport out of there. You don't have to hope for anything. It's here, so just cast it.
That's amazing. I mean, so someone who's played Magic for 20 plus years, there's always that moment in any card game you're playing where you're trying to top deck something. Like, I need to get this card or else I'm going to die.
Any of our tokens that are flipped over.
This game really drives you to build around your skills, around your ability. So not just to design the right spell book, but to actually be able to adjust to the game in motion when it's happening on the board, which offers up a whole new realm of strategic game.
You can bring out some
unprecedented level of tactics and strategies available. And that's one of the reasons why it took 5 years to develop, because we had to balance it. I mean, imagine if you're playing a card game, you had a dirty winning combo, and you can pull it out anytime you want, when you want. We had to make sure that all that stuff works together.
Okay.
Yeah, if you could start every game back in the early 90s before Channel Fireball, it would be pretty painful, right? So, but it's pretty exciting. We really appreciate you taking the time to talk to us. We're really glad you've had a great usually experience. We're looking forward to jumping onto a table right now and checking it out.
So, and then you also have things like a wall of fire that would block line of sight. Therefore, the archer would not be able to shoot through that.
And this means that they can't walk through it?
No, they can walk through it. It just blocks line of sight, so they couldn't shoot through it. Okay. Now, if for some reason, like the warlock casts a force push and pushes the royal archer through the wall of fire, the royal archer is going to take an attack worth of 5 attack dice.
Hey, buddy.
After 5 attack dice, you're also going to roll a d12 to see if you take any condition damage or conditions. So you may be on fire and get a burn token. And somewhere in here we have burn tokens. Okay? And a burn token during the upkeep, you would roll. You'd roll for a burn, and then you take that much direct damage. If it's a blank, you take the token off. So burn damage can stack up on there and then cause a return. So not only do you get hit with fire, but you still may be burning and have to deal with that later. Okay, so it's not just hitting an attack with a fireball and then it's over, like most games. No, this one, if you get hit with a fireball, there's a good chance you're going to stay on fire and have to either get rid of that by rolling well or cast like a geyser on yourself and douse yourself with water to put it out.
I felt, I don't know what you think, but I felt like I was playing a much more mature game like WoW. It felt like you're moving your guys around the board, you're attacking, you're taking actions, each guy has their own kind of unique pieces to the puzzle. I like that multiple things give you options. You're not just like, obviously Brogan only does one thing, but he does it really well, right? So the ones that have the options have good options, during the game that you want to do. But yeah, I mean, it felt like a much more mature Mage game I played the rest of fun.
Great. That's what it's all about. We want to make a good experience.
Hey everybody, this is Tosh from Fritz Happen. We're here. We just finished our first demo of Mage Wars. Patrick Connor took us through everything. And Patrick, what's your title in our game?
I'm the communications director.
Communications director. Okay, so this is the guy that's going to answer any emails you send. This guy's going to be on Facebook, on Twitter, and the whole 9 yards. So Dallin and myself just went through and played a game, and I absolutely throttled him. I ended up with only taking 8 damage on my mage and killed his mage. But this is a really fun and interesting game. It's again, like we talked about in the beginning, you're going to get over 300 plus cards in the base set. So it's not a chase collectible game. It's you get everything, and if both of us buy it, we have access to everything in there. And then we build our spell books and we play through. And one of the things we had just talked about was a lot of the comparisons that people may initially make is, oh, this is Magic on a board, or this is Summoner Wars with a little bit different flair to it. It's really not. After playing the first game, this is a completely unique game from those. Just from the accessibility you have in your spell books and being able to go get whatever you need. Towards the end of our game, Alan was falling very bad, and he pulled out a heal, and unfortunately it rolled really, really poorly, so he didn't heal. But he had the option to do that immediately. It wasn't, I'm going to die and I have to top deck my heal or anything like that.
One of the fascinating things we've seen from a design standpoint is based upon a player's choice in the end game, they can really turn the tide.
Yeah.
Like say a well-placed chain lightning or a flame blast, something that takes out many creatures in a zone, can change the tide of the game very quickly. And so you're really right in it right until the end.
Yeah, and if you like Chain Lightning, just go buy this game.
Yes.
Because the Chain Lightning spell, when it came out, it was really comical. It was first time playing, and Alan plays it. I said, what is that? He goes, it's Chain Lightning. And I said, what does it do? He goes, it does exactly what you think it'll do. And it just wrecked like the entire side of one board. It was amazing. So, and that was one of the other things I liked about this. That we talked a second ago about this. The characters who do one thing, they do it really well. And the characters that are diverse give you a lot of good options to play throughout the game. So I think it's a very well balanced game. We definitely had a lot of fun. Did you enjoy it? Even though you got beat? Kind of. Awesome. And we should look for this in about 2 weeks shipping?
That's right. Heading to distributors hopefully in about 2 weeks, and should be to retailers. Our target street date is September 10th through the 15th.
Awesome.
Right around that time.
Pretty darn cool. That's awesome. Cool. Awesome. Patrick, thank you so much for
Thank you so much. Had a great time.
And you can find them online. It's magewars.com.
Magewars.com. Please come join our community. We have forums up and running. We're also on Facebook, Twitter, and Board Game Geek. So
there we go.
come check us out.
Awesome. Thanks so much. Until next time, keep rolling those dice. We hope they're all crits.